In the chaos of modern life, we often feel as though we're drowning in a never-ending stream of thoughts. Our minds race from one worry to the next with constant reminders to work harder, succeed more, and be flawless. It's easy to feel like we're prisoners of our own minds, helpless to stop the flood of anxieties, insecurities, and mental clutter that fill each day. These thoughts can trap us, making it seem as if there's no escape, no silence, and no space to simply breathe and be. But imagine for a moment, what if you could change this? What if instead of being at the mercy of your thoughts, you could make your mind work for you? Imagine a life where your thoughts, emotions, and inner dialogue are tools you use, rather than forces that control you. This idea is at the heart of Buddhist teachings. For thousands of years, Buddhism has provided profound yet practical methods to help us find peace, cultivate joy, and live with clarity. These teachings don't promise to eliminate life's challenges, but they give us tools to approach them from a place of inner calm. Over the past 20 years of studying and practicing Buddhism, I have seen remarkable transformations in people who embrace this journey. They don't become immune to hardship, but they do gain a resilience, a sense of freedom, and a peace that goes beyond their circumstances. In this video, I'll be guiding you through 13 powerful techniques rooted in Buddhist and Zen wisdom that can help you master your mind and liberate yourself from mental bondage. Each practice is a step on a journey to a more balanced, aware, and fulfilling life. Stay with me for this journey, and you'll discover that each practice brings you closer to a state of peace and mastery over your mind. No matter where you start, these techniques are accessible to anyone willing to take the first step. Mindfulness meditation, mastering the present moment. Mindfulness meditation is among the oldest and most transformative practices in Buddhism. It teaches us to immerse ourselves in the present moment, cultivating an awareness that helps us live more fully and prevents us from being swept away by the currents of our own thoughts. The essence of mindfulness is presence, allowing us to see each thought, feeling, or sensation arise and pass without clinging to it or pushing it away. When you engage in mindfulness, you're not trying to control or escape your thoughts. You're observing them, watching them come and go like clouds in the sky, leaving you anchored in a deep sense of peace. One of the simplest and most profound ways to practice mindfulness meditation is by focusing on your breath. Each inhale and exhale becomes an anchor, grounding you in the present moment. This practice reminds us that we are more than our thoughts. We are the awareness witnessing them. When you practice this daily, you'll find that each moment becomes more vibrant, while the past and future lose their hold. Life feels lighter, like a gentle breeze, as you're no longer carrying the weight of regrets or fears. Technique for beginners. Begin by sitting comfortably in a quiet space. Close your eyes if you'd like, and turn your attention to your breathing. Notice the coolness of the air as it enters your nostrils and the warmth as it exits. Allow your breath to be natural. Each time you notice a thought or sensation arise, acknowledge it gently and then let it go, redirecting your focus back to your breath. This gentle redirection is the core of mindfulness meditation. Inspiring story. I once had the privilege of working with a woman named Anna, who was constantly stressed from balancing her demanding career and her responsibilities at home. Each morning, she would wake up feeling overwhelmed, burdened by thoughts of everything that needed to be done. It was as if her mind was a whirlwind of worry, pulling her in every direction. Through mindfulness meditation, Anna began learning how to let go of these stressful thoughts. At first, the practice was challenging. Her mind wanted to constantly jump to worries and fears, but with time, she noticed that she didn't have to be controlled by her thoughts. Now, every morning, she sits quietly, focusing on her breath. She told me, "My life is still busy, but my heart feels lighter. I've learned to see my thoughts and not be overwhelmed by them." This shift didn't mean that she became indifferent to her responsibilities, but rather that she could approach them with clarity and peace. 2. Focused attention meditation, training patience and concentration. In a world filled with endless distractions, focused attention meditation is a vital practice. It's a technique that strengthens our ability to concentrate and cultivates patience. Focused attention meditation is like sharpening a blade. It clears away the mental clutter, allowing you to connect deeply with what's important. This practice involves choosing a single focus point, often the breath, a mantra, or an image, and gently but persistently returning your attention to it whenever your mind wanders. It's a training in patience as much as it is in focus. Each time you bring your mind back, you're building resilience and self-discipline, qualities that have a ripple effect on every area of life. Think of it this way. In focused attention meditation, every time your mind wanders and you bring it back, you're like a rock being polished in a river. Each redirection refines your ability to stay centered amidst distractions. Eventually, this practice enables you to face life's challenges with unwavering presence and clarity. Technique for beginners. Start by choosing a focus point, like your breath or a single word, such as peace or calm. Sit quietly and concentrate on this point, allowing it to fill your awareness. Each time your mind starts to wander, gently redirect it back. It may feel difficult initially, but this repetition is what strengthens your mental endurance and focus over time. Transformative example. A musician friend of mine shared how focused meditation transformed his approach to music. He used to feel nervous and distracted before performing, with thoughts racing about potential mistakes or how he was perceived. After committing to a few weeks of focused attention meditation, he noticed something remarkable. He told me, "Now when I perform, I'm fully present with every note. There's no room for fear or self-doubt." Meditation had shifted his experience from a state of anxiety to one of freedom and immersion. His performances became more authentic, and he said, "I found true joy in my music." His story is a reminder that focus is not only about improving performance, but about being deeply connected to what you love. 3. Walking meditation, mindfulness in every step. Walking meditation is a beautiful practice for those who find sitting meditation challenging. It brings mindfulness into movement, turning each step into an opportunity to connect with the present moment. Walking meditation is not about reaching a destination. It's about slowing down, tuning into your body, and noticing each sensation with curiosity and gratitude. You feel each step as your foot touches the ground, noticing the shifting of your weight, and paying attention to the sounds, smells, and sights around you. In walking meditation, every step is an expression of mindfulness. It reminds you that meditation is not limited to stillness, but can be woven into the fabric of everyday life. Walking meditation is often practiced in gardens or quiet spaces, but it can be done anywhere you can walk. As you move, you become grounded in the rhythm of your steps, cultivating a peaceful awareness that carries over into your day. Technique for beginners. Begin by finding a quiet path or area to walk slowly. Stand still for a moment and feel the ground beneath your feet. Take a slow step forward, feeling the lift of your foot, its movement through the air, and the connection as it touches down. As you continue, focus on each step, each shift of weight. When thoughts arise, simply notice them and gently return your attention to the steps. Illustrative story. A young woman named Mia came to me feeling stressed about her upcoming exams. She struggled with anxiety and couldn't calm her racing thoughts. I recommended she try walking meditation every morning. She chose a quiet park where she walked slowly, focusing on each step. A few days later, Mia returned to tell me how transformative this experience was. She said, "With each step, I felt my worries melt away. I realized I could face anything if I stayed grounded in the present moment." Walking meditation became her refuge, her reminder that peace is accessible even in the midst of pressure. 4. Zazen, seated meditation. Embracing silence for enlightenment. Zazen, or seated meditation, is the heart of Zen practice. This form of meditation is not about achieving a specific state of mind, but about exploring the true nature of the mind through stillness. Zazen invites us to observe each thought, emotion, and sensation as they arise without clinging or resisting. In this way, Zazen is about coming to terms with the raw reality of the present. Over time, the mind begins to resemble a calm lake, undisturbed by ripples. Zazen teaches us that true clarity doesn't come from fixing or analyzing thoughts, but from allowing them to come and go. This practice reveals that peace doesn't arise from controlling the mind, but from accepting its natural rhythms. Sitting in silence, facing a blank wall, or simply gazing downward allows for a profound internal stillness that goes beyond words. Technique for beginners: find a comfortable, upright seated position, keeping your back straight. Place your hands in your lap and soften your gaze or close your eyes. Begin by focusing on your breath, allowing thoughts to come and go without holding on to them. This is a practice of pure awareness, observing without interference. Example of inner peace. A man named David came to me with chronic insomnia and anxiety. His mind was always racing and he felt trapped in a relentless cycle of worry. We began working with Zazen, practicing simple seated meditation in silence. After a few weeks, David noticed something remarkable. Meditation helped me see my mind for what it is, without judgment, he said. Slowly he found himself sleeping better, his mind at ease. Zazen didn't silence my thoughts. It taught me that they didn't have power over me. For David, Zazen became a doorway to reclaim his peace and see his thoughts without fear. 5. Understanding impermanence. Letting go to find freedom. Impermanence, or the concept that all things change, is a fundamental teaching in Buddhism that liberates us from attachment and expectation. It reminds us that every thought, emotion, relationship, and possession is transient. Embracing impermanence frees us from the suffering that arises when we cling to things as if they will last forever. By accepting that change is a natural part of life, we open ourselves to deeper resilience and a genuine appreciation for each moment. When we accept impermanence, we can let go of the urge to control, allowing ourselves to experience life more fully and joyfully. Rather than resisting change, we learn to flow with it, experiencing each moment as it is. Impermanence is not a call to detachment from life. It's a reminder to engage with it deeply, knowing each moment is precious precisely because it will pass. Technique for beginners. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on impermanence. You might choose to meditate on nature, the changing seasons, the life cycle of a flower, or observe changes in your own emotions and thoughts. This practice encourages a gentle detachment, reminding us to appreciate things as they are, while releasing the need to control or cling. Touching story of acceptance. A woman I knew, named Emily, experienced the devastating loss of her husband at a young age. She was overwhelmed with grief, unable to find peace in her new reality. We practiced meditation on impermanence together, exploring how everything, even loss and grief, was part of life's ebb and flow. Slowly, she found the strength to embrace this concept, telling me one day, "Impermanence doesn't make me sad anymore. It helps me cherish what I have." Emily found that by accepting impermanence, she could keep her love for her husband alive in her heart while still allowing herself to move forward. Her story is a powerful reminder that impermanence is not about giving up, but about seeing life's fleeting beauty and honoring it fully. Expanded conclusion: a journey toward inner freedom. Each method we've explored in this video isn't just a meditation technique. It's a profound life lesson grounded in the heart of Buddhist philosophy. These practices show us that taming our thoughts doesn't mean erasing them or forcing ourselves into silence. Instead, it's about understanding them, observing them, and making a conscious choice not to be controlled by them. When you dive deep into these practices, you'll find a freedom that isn't about escaping life's difficulties, but about meeting them with a calm, unwavering heart. The journey you're embarking on requires patience and perseverance. There will be days when your thoughts seem louder, more insistent, and even overwhelming. But keep in mind that each moment of stillness, each practice of mindfulness, is a small but powerful step toward inner freedom. The rewards of this journey are priceless: a deep-seated peace, a lasting happiness, and an understanding of yourself that transcends the noise of daily life. By embracing these practices, you're not only cultivating peace within yourself, but also spreading calm, love, and resilience to those around you. Imagine the ripple effect that even a small step toward inner peace can have on your family, your friends, and your community. Message to the audience. I invite you to share your journey with us. Have you tried meditation? Have you experienced moments of clarity or insight through these practices? Your story could be the encouragement someone else needs to begin or continue their path. Remember, we are all on this journey together, supporting each other and finding light in our lives.